Hey guys, welcome to my challenge video. So today we are running off of a 20k budget. I can't earn points from killing zombies or rebuilding barricades for that matter, as you can see. So 20,000 is all I have to spend, and the aim is to get to around 30, and I'm also aiming to do it flawlessly, so I will not be buying quick revive. Since my last Kino video, which was on a 10k budget, I've been messing around with some settings, so hopefully my mic and the video quality should be a lot better. This video should be available in 4K. And the bitrate in the previous video was terrible, so hopefully that looks a lot nicer as well. With 20k this time, I think I've got a lot to play with. In the last video, it didn't go too well. I mean, if you want the spoilers for it, basically, I ended up with MP40 and G11. This was by round 16. I don't think I would have made it to 30. I'd run out of points, so I couldn't pack a punch. I don't think an MP40 and a G11 was going to get me there. Let's just start opening up now. Sort of prepare ourselves for our strategy. Also, I think it's handy, once we've opened all these doors, it will give us a better idea of how many points we've got to play with. And we'll be able to see where the box is as well. Okay, oh good, great. Box is in a nice location. Let's go grab Jug. Yeah, so I'm probably not going to use any wall weapons. We're probably just going to go straight for the box. What do we got? Org, okay, great. That is a good start. It does feel nice to have Jug and Org and to have opened all the way up to the stage by round 3, I must say. This thing is killing very quickly right now, but that's no surprise. Question is, depending on what guns I'm able to get, is whether or not... well, whether or not I pack a punch, and if so, what I pack a punch. I think obviously I should pack a punch something. It would just make things a lot less luck-based, waiting on max ammos and such, if the more guns I have pack-a-punched. I mean, as it stands, I could pack-a-punch 2 weapons, but that would depend on me getting something good from the box for my second weapon slot. I'm not going to upgrade the Mustang and Sally's, because this map hasn't got any PhD flopper. So we can have another go on the box now. Oh, we might just be set up. Ray gun, Org. I think we can make it to round 30 with these two, especially if we pack-a-punch them. Well, dogs is going to be very easy. I am missing every shot. Okay. I'm still wondering if I should leave one weapon unpack-a-punched and then use that money to get perks instead. I'm trying to think what would be nice to have. Like, double tap's not really necessary. I suppose speed cola's not really necessary. I could get mule kick, but then after pack-a-punch and mule kick, I'd only have money for 1 spin on the box. So if I get mule kick and then I spin and I get like the China Lake, well, then it was a waste of 5,000 points that I could have spent on pack-a-punching. So I think we will just go ahead and pack-a-punch these 2 weapons, and then hopefully I'll be able to just complete the challenge and have 1k spare that I'm probably not even going to spend. Look at that, getting nice and ergonomic with my grenades. We are speeding through these rounds, this is good. We've still got some walkers, so it's making it a little impossible to have any trains going right now. So we'll just keep killing them as they come for now, and sort of running around the map really. think Kino is a very chill map, you know, you can just sort of relax. Trick shot. I've actually had to go and buy a bunch of skin treatment creams and stuff. My skin is usually pretty good, but because of... I think because of the summer and the heat we've been having, I've been breaking out. I've been a greasy boy. So I've got to use those. So I bought these creams to use. One's like an SPF one for the day, and then a moisturizer at night, and then one is like a... It's supposed to clear up your skin. I can't remember what it was called, but they were expensive. It was like £50 for the set of 3. And the containers don't look big. I think they were like 150 ml or something. I don't know how long that's going to last me. Hopefully longer than you would think. Like, say if I'm getting through these in a month, then that's crazy. That's a £50 a month subscription. And I suppose compared to some people, you know, just 3 different products is probably underkill. I guess we could use this spin and just see if we get anything better than the Org, aka, I guess just the Thunder Gun, really. There's nothing else I can do with those extra 1,000 points, so why not? Okay, oh. Do I? Nah, I tell you what, I've got a shotgun attachment on the Pack-a-Punched Org. So, why have one when you can have both? I'll just leave the ray gun as it is for now. Pack-a-punch it in a pinch when things aren't looking good for ammo. So I've been playing Pragmata recently, and I gotta say, I've really loved that game. So I've gone through everything. I got the Platinum Trophy, and my brother wanted to play it after me, so I lent him the game. And after I'd lent it to him, literally within a few hours, I was kind of itching to play it again, even though I've got the Platinum Trophy, so I went and stole it back from him. But I know that game had like some weird controversy online about the main girl character called Seven, and something about pedophilia. I don't know. I don't know the details. And apparently it's like, people have been saying the game is supposed to show like, oh, men are great kind of thing. I'm not, I don't really know how that works out, but not that they're not great, but like, I don't see why. Like, I think that it's trying to suggest that because men enjoy the game, that, and because it features like a little girl character, that men are wholesome. I don't know, it just seems like a strange leap in logic to me. But like, politics aside, the game itself is just amazing. After I finished it, I actually was genuinely curious to see if there was anyone that didn't like the game and what they kind of had to say about it, because I had a couple issues here and there, but I was curious. I just wanted to see if there were any like haters, I guess. And surprisingly there were. Some people have said the game is shit. Some people have said it's like a 5 out of 10 mid game. That it's basically just like a PS3, Xbox 360 era third-person shooter, which I think is wild to say. I mean, the game's pretty complex. I think it's unfair to compare it to something like that. You know, like, you got the hacking mechanic. I think the story is good as well. I think a lot of people... One of the haters' videos I saw, he said that the ending was bad. And they didn't really have much emotional payoff, which I actually disagree with, because I think the point that they were trying to make is that the character... Without going into too much spoilers, but basically, the character, the girl, she's like a robot. And the guy that was hating on it was saying, like, oh, the game has 0 emotional stakes because she's just a robot. But I think that's stupid, because it kind of misses the whole point. I mean, the whole point that you learn throughout the game is that these Pragmata, which is the name of the robot girls, the line between them and humans is so blurred that, for all intents and purposes, they just are human. You know, it kind of hints back to franchises like Blade Runner, for example, which also blurs that line between the humans and the replicants. You know, like at one point, you know, she's wondering if she has a soul because the main character, the human guy, he's Hugh, he says that, oh, robots don't have souls, humans do, that's the difference. They got that lifeblood in them. But then I think literally like within half an hour later, he says like, oh no, you got a soul too. Which I think is showing that he kind of realizes that, you know, she is emotionally there, or I don't really know how to put it, but I think you know what I mean. There was one issue I had with the game though, is that right at the beginning of the game, the main character is kind of like, oh, I hate kids, and he's supposed to be set up as this guy that's like not really keen on children, doesn't have any kids of his own, doesn't like them, has no emotional attachment to Diana, which is obviously fine because like characters develop, but he switches on that so fast. Like I'm pretty sure before the end of the first chapter, he is like completely flipped and instantly becomes this father figure. It just felt like strange story progression. It felt like that could have happened. I mean, there are like 5 chapters in the game, so you know they could have waited until like even the 3rd chapter before he starts sort of coming round to her. It wasn't a huge deal for me. It's just something that I noticed. But yeah, mainly I just enjoy the gameplay loop. Like I think it's satisfying and it's good to play through again. The new game plus features, the outfits you can do, the weapon upgrades. You know, it's worth playing through again and again. And I think it's the first time that I've enjoyed a new game this much in quite a long time. Like the last game that I was excited for was the Callisto Protocol, which was sort of supposed to be inspired by Dead Space. It's being directed by the director of Dead Space 1, Glenn Schofield. And I love Dead Space, so I was very on board with that game. And that turned out to be a disappointment. But I do think I didn't really give the game much of a chance. Like, I pre-ordered it and I was so excited. And then I was sort of seeing the online discourse and bad reviews, so it kind of ruined the energy for me. Like, I didn't really give the game a chance. But I think you should make your own decision on whether a game is good or not. So I think, you know, I own the game, so I will play it again one day, and I have heard that there have been a lot of updates, so perhaps the game has been improved now. Another round done. Let's try out the shotgun, see if it's a one-shot. If I can hit my shots. Oh my god, my aim is so bad. Nice. This challenge could have been extremely hard if I'd got bad box luck. I could be running around with the China Lake right now, so I'm very happy with what I got. I shouldn't get reckless though. I've done many challenges similar to this that will never see the light of day because I got reckless, wasn't looking where I was going, walked into a box or something, so I gotta stay locked in. This is still one-shotting zombies, that's pretty good. Should be last. But yeah, to get the points working like this, I had to mess around with the scripting of the game, but it wasn't that difficult, to be very honest. I just had to copy and paste the script into a notepad file and then copy that into some plutonium files. This double points is really useful. So glad I picked that up. These Novas get a lot of kills if you explode them at the right timing. Okay, round 16. Good progress. I would like to do a challenge similar to this on some of the other maps. I just sort of need to work out a budget where it's just about doable but not too easy, you know? I think you do need to adjust the budget per map, because some maps it's a lot cheaper to open up all the doors, and you know, there's other things you got to take into account. For example, 5, the doors were so expensive, but then whenever you kill that doctor guy, when it's his round, if you kill him before he touches you, you get a bonfire sale, and if you kill him after he takes your weapon, you get a fire sale. And when your points are super limited, those are really handy. That's how I managed to just about get to round 25 on 5. I just wish I'd continued. I'm trying to remember what killed me now. I think, oh, you know what it was? I got trapped in a corner where the lift was, and I hadn't called the lift. So I called it, but I was dead long before it arrived. Oh. See, that's the kind of stuff that will get you killed. 2 crawlers like that. I do think we're going to be able to pull this one off, so I wanted to make especially sure this one is recording. I mean, what's the point in succeeding if you can't upload it? I think it'll probably be dogs next round, so should get a max ammo. Should get a max ammo for my AUG, which would be nice. This strategy on these stairs here on the stage makes Kino so easy. I know a lot of people use the fire trap and stuff, but for whatever reason I never like using the traps. It's not like I think they're cheating or anything, I don't know. It doesn't seem very entertaining, I guess, as a way to play. But yeah, I'm trying to think I'm pretty much finished with Pragmata now, so I'm trying to think what game I want to play through next. I've got such a huge backlog. I mean, I'm tempted to try out the Final Fantasy VII remakes. I've played the original and I love the original. So I'm kind of unsure about the remakes. Like, I don't really know. Like, for me, Final Fantasy VII, the original, is like, might be my favorite game of all time. So I just don't know what the remake is going to bring that's going to, you know, in my eyes, it can only be worse, right? But at the same time, I think even if it is, it'll still be interesting to see what they've done with it and how they've adapted it to modern audiences. I haven't played a modern Final Fantasy, so I don't really know how they play. I think literally the latest one that I've played so far is Final Fantasy X, which I haven't finished yet. That's another backlog game. I'm about halfway through it. You know, I actually also really like Final Fantasy VIII, which a lot of people don't like. It does have a very strange gameplay system, but I think if you learn it, it's actually one of the most engaging. I feel quite comfortable knowing that I've got this 5k sitting here. It's like an insurance fund if I ever run out of ammo and things get desperate. I know that I've always got spare money to pack-a-punch the ray gun. And then I think that gives you like 240 shots in the ray gun, which when it's pack-a-punch before round 30, I think that'll go a long way. Should be able to wipe a horde with less than a clip. So I should be able to take out at least 6, 7, 8 hordes with a ray gun. And between, you know, max ammos that are going to drop just in between rounds, and then max ammos that you're going to get from dog rounds, I think this will be very manageable. The only thing that could go wrong now is just if I get stuck on a corner, I think. I don't think I'm going to have to worry too much about ammo management. Let's kill the Novas first. I know that does a good amount of gas damage to the zombies. Yeah, I mean, look at that. It basically killed all of them. Only got Novas left. But this has been a very lucky run of the challenge. I was doing this once before, the same one, 20k on Kino, and the box spawned up there. And, well, you know, it just messes up the stage when that does that. And it meant that I had to spend extra money to get to it. I got the thunder gun. I can't even remember how I died, actually, but I know it was something very daft. I just wasn't paying attention, I think. Okay, that's round 20 done. Getting closer now. I'd say we're about halfway as far as time is concerned now, because obviously these last 10 rounds are going to drag a bit more. Rounds are already getting pretty long. Definitely good that I've got that pack-a-punch money. Okay. When was dogs last? I can't even remember. Well, it's not this round, that's for sure. Let's go link the teleporter. I think I'll teleport soon and pack-a-punch the ray gun. I think maybe towards the end of this round I'm going to start running out. I'll gather them up here first before I move. I don't want a bunch of zombies in front of me. Yeah, it's nice to see that Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2 have been getting a resurgence since they came onto PS5. I think what makes a big difference is that even though they're on Xbox One, so they are on current gen consoles, the Xbox One X or whatever it is, they've been out too long on there, so they've all been hacked to shit, and you know their player bases are pretty low. But at the moment, BO1 and 2 are popping off on PS5. I wonder if they're going to remaster. I would like a remake, well, a remaster of Black Ops 1, but at the same time, like, look at this game, it looks good. Like, granted, I'm running this on 4K on my gaming laptop, but like, I don't think this game is an ugly game. I don't think it's aged poorly, visually. But I think if they were to remake Black Ops 1, for zombies primarily, if they were to change anything, I'd want the guns to be stronger. Like, I think Black Ops 1 is well known for having, like, some of the weakest guns. Like, even something like the AUG or the Commander or the Galil, like, that shit. It falls off so fast when you get towards round 30 and above. So, you know, it can kind of make going to round 50 or higher kind of torturous, because it kind of forces you to play in one way. You either have to use some kind of trap gameplay, or you need to have the wonder weapon. You know, I think it would be nice if we could have a bit more versatility on what weapons we use and how we play the game. And obviously the way that you do that is by making the weaker weapons stronger, so that you've got more choices. I mean, Exhibit A, I mean, like, already this thing is starting to fall off. Still doing a good job on the Novas, though. So I guess I'll focus on them. But I've been getting into Black Ops 2 a bit more recently, actually. I haven't bought it on the PS5, but I've had it for about a year on Plutonium, and when it came out, I only ever played Transit, and I bought Die Rise as well, the first DLC, because I wasn't really enjoying Black Ops 2 that much. I mean, Transit was not good, and at the time, I did not enjoy Die Rise either. So I never played the other maps after that. I just fell off of the game. So, like, I never played Buried, Origins. Am I missing one? Nuketown Zombies. I feel like I'm missing one. Oh, Mob of the Dead. Yeah, so I never played those ones, but I've heard Mob of the Dead is really good, and people really like Origins as well, so it feels kind of unfair that I haven't played those. So I'm getting around to that now. I played Buried once a few months ago, but I couldn't find where the power was, so I just kind of gave up. But I played it again recently, and I managed to figure out what I was doing, and I got pretty far. Like, I got to round 30. It was actually pretty fun, so I would definitely play that again. I'll probably go for around 50 at some point on there. But yeah, Mob of the Dead and Origins. I've kind of been struggling with those two. Like, I feel like you need to come into those maps with a lot of information. I think it's where the game sort of started becoming a lot of Easter eggy. Like, you had to do a lot of Easter eggs just to, like, get the best weapons or get all the perks and stuff. Which I gotta admit, I'm not a huge fan of. But I get how that appeals to some people. And BO3 I've never touched, because I just sort of presumed it was more of like that BO2 style, which I didn't really enjoy. But then people, you know, say that BO3 is like the best zombies game, so I think I'll definitely give it a chance at some point. But yeah, I think Die Rise was what I was saying earlier about when Die Rise came out and I played that. I didn't like it at the time, but I think it's growing on me. Like, I got to round 50 on it recently, and it was quite good. I ended up using the glitch to make, I think it's called the Sliquifier. I used the glitch where you shoot the signpost, which sort of makes it more similar to how it was pre-patch, where the things on the floor that kill the zombies don't disappear as quickly as they did after they patched it, which means that it can basically take out multiple hordes still. Okay, that's 23 down. Round 24, got 6 rounds to go. Yes, dogs as well. That's good, because it means we're going to get another dogs round, I think. Which should speed things along nicely. But yeah, man, my backlog of games to play is just too big, man. It feels overwhelming. I want to play them all, but it just feels like, you know, sometimes when you finish work and you come home, you just, depending on what work it is, you do, I suppose, sometimes you just don't have the energy you know, you just come in and you want to like lie down and just watch YouTube or watch Netflix. You know, sometimes I just don't want to interact with something. I feel too tired. And, you know, obviously a lot of these games in my backlog are single player games where you need to be like interacting and exploring, and, you know, I just feel like something like that deserves my full attention. So I have to be in the right mood to play something like that. You know, something like Zombies, on the other hand, it feels like something that's quite, you know, pick up and play, pretty chill, you know, something that you can do in one sitting and then just come back to it whenever you like. Like, it feels like there's no commitment. I can just pick it up and play it. And, you know, if you start like a 70-hour single-player story game, like an RPG or something, then, you know, you've kind of locked yourself into that. And, you know, there's like the sunken cost fallacy as well. Like, if you sink like 40 hours into a game but you're not really enjoying it, then you kind of feel like, I should finish this kind of thing, because I've already spent so much time on it, I might as well finish it. I think as I'm getting older, I'm kind of losing my patience a bit more with games. I think Callisto Protocol felt that the most. I didn't even give that game a chance. I should have. I will. So I think even though it didn't review amazing... Oh, hang on. Wasn't locked in there for a second. Let's not have a repeat of all the other challenges. It was so annoying because I just wanted to get... because I've been testing out my new mic and new settings and everything, I was keen to just get something uploaded just so I could see how it looks on YouTube. So then it was kind of frustrating that every time I was trying the challenge, I just kept dying. I'd actually given up for this evening. I was just going to go and do some other stuff, but I took like an hour break and I went out to the shops, and when I came back I kind of had the energy, so I thought, let's give it one more try tonight. And that is this try, and it seems to be going well. Touch wood. Okay. Zombies are a little spread out here. Oh man, I love the org. I just like the way it looks. Like the ACOG on top looks so good for some... I don't know why, it's weird. It's like the G11 as well. It's a satisfying looking gun with its weird ACOG on top. Couldn't say why. I just feel it in my heart. Look at all these Nova crawlers. This is what I died on last time. Somewhere here on the stairs. I got caught on like an object. So I'm being more wary this time. I thought I'd played Kino so many times that I was like, I know the whole area, so I'm not going to get caught on anything. So I was actually surprised when I did. Just wasn't looking where I was going. Ray gun's still doing pretty good. Nice. I mean, look, it's still wiping... I mean, that was at least half a horde, and it wiped them all in, like, 8 bullets. Not pack-a-punched on 26, I think that's pretty good. I mean, we're so close now to 30, I'm tempted to pack-a-punch the ray gun now, just to get some use out of it. I think I will. Ooh. Ooh. 4. Let's not play any games. Let's keep it simple. I'm not even going to try and loop back, because I can almost guarantee that's going to get me killed. Okay. Let's go pack-a-punch. But man, it's been so hot recently. I've actually started going fishing again. Like, I went a few times with my dad back when I was a kid. And I started going again recently with him, and it's been nice. Just super relaxing, super chill. I enjoy it. I haven't caught shit, but hey, it's the journey, right? I mean, I caught one diddler, one tiddler, whatever you call it. Diddler. No, one tiny little fish I caught. Okay, let's just melt our way back to the stage. Well, there we go. We've blown through pretty much our whole budget. Only 400 remaining of the 20,000 we started with. I'd say for this run that was about perfect, you know. Just enough to pack a bunch of my ray gun at the end, which I think will give me that final push towards round 30. And I think we should have a dogs round on like 29 or 28 maybe even. I think 29. That'll do, that'll do. Let's just kill him now. I was trying to get him nice and tightly wound, but it was taking too long, so fuck it. Maybe I should conserve my ray gun a bit more. I'm actually starting to get a bit low. Or rather, at the rate that I'm spending my ammo, I'm getting low, you know? Should be more careful. Okay, this seems like last. Nice. Okay, we got dogs. So we're gonna have just one normal round left. And we're about to get a max ammo, so not to curse it or anything, but I think we are pretty much at the finish line. As long as there's not a catastrophic error of judgment. Lovely. Maybe a good budget for Kino would be 15 then. I don't know though, I mean, like I think this 20 has gone well, but at the same time I think it's because we got lucky with our ray gun drop in the box. The AUG was pretty good as well. Like if we'd got worse drops or it had taken us longer to get good drops, then this could have been... Oh, that was tighter than I was planning for it to be. That's the first kaboom I've got in ages. Where have they been? Same for max ammos. I haven't got any max ammo drops in open play for what seems like a while, just from dogs. So it'll probably be one more full horde after this one, and then I think we're done. If anyone would like to give me a suggestion for another challenge that I can do, then please let me know. I'm willing to try anything really. I can do BO1 or BO2 currently. You know, at some point I may push into BO3. Oh, there's the max ammo in open play. They heard me. Die, 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 die. Oh. Oh, no, 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 no. Come on now. Got a bit carried away with myself. Okay, here we go. There we go. We did it. Round 30. Well, it's been a pleasure, guys. As I say, if you got any suggestions for any more challenges, just let me know and I'll give it a try. And thank you for watching.